How much longer will we be fed poison? How much longer will I see lines of queens exterminated, lines of resilient goddesses annihilated? How much longer will we have to battle this ignorant smog every day? Because I am tired. My sisters are tired. My mother is tired. My mother's mother was tired. Too traumatized, they have strategically veiled their hurt, telling their future daughters of trauma, that yes, everything will align in melodious paths. You will survive and thrive. Mamas pack away their traumas in small caves on uncharted stories and hearts. Little do we know that we inherit their bruises. They want the best for us. Some try to prepare us because the poison is inevitable and pervasive. It is a disease that kills. Multan, Pakistan, Punjab, India, I wish I knew what you felt like before borders of blood were drawn. I wish I knew what you smelled like before colonial trauma. Sometimes I feel I will grow but will always be traumatized. That there can only be angry waves that don't take my word, that shut down my sisters. I'm tired of being this land you consume yet ignore. Do you think about the way you treat the land and the way you treat the goddesses around you? The ways you create, operate, and perpetuate a conditional relationship, a colonial connection of consuming and using the land, extracting her with your vile greed repeatedly, then leaving as if you had never trekked there, as if nothing had happened, as if you have nothing to lose. Do you see the way this relationship bleeds into human connection, where abuse feels normal and he can just walk away? Where this queerness is not honored, where all our identities are not honored. I simply ask for your ears and eyes to flush out the venom, for the whole commitment of your senses, to understand what it means to hold half the sky and more. My love feels parched, shaken and stirred, bleeding silence, bleeding anger. This love is still holding on because of sacred geometry, sacred Mehndi my ancestors have guided us with, and the immense strength that congealed from my mother's pain. Still, she dances in anger that births seismic waves, that nurses resilient lightning, a threat to fools disguised as kings, to demons disguised as saviors, but we all know you ain't no savior. When decolonial warriors congregate, we break down the smog, we check in with golden honey tenderness, we amplify each other's voices, we say what needs to be said. Our collective works to heal these deep wounds, manifest our heavy utterances. Channel hip-hop energy, but decolonize hip-hop. Word to KRS-One that culture is eternal and ancient civilization has been born again, that hip is the knowledge, hop is the movement. But I don't appreciate your misogynistic slurs, don't appreciate that the females being met with suspicion. Fag is not the right word to criticize others. When people are being put down, folks throw words that relate to the feminine at them, as though our identities are entirely negative. Demonizing femininity has its consequences, though. Demonizing femininity is a legacy of perpetual violence. I ask for accountability in these beats that break the Western hegemony, that bring our cultures alive, that embraces creativity in all degrees. I ask for responsibility in your words and actions. Saying that you respect your mothers and sisters is not enough. Saying that you see us, but practice the opposite, only means more destruction. I've learned that we must continue fueling ourselves, our words. I must respect my capacities. Affirm I am self-defining, self-reliant, self-aligning, as I am trying to trust my processes and struggles, disrupted by mental collisions and crisis factioned with physical brokenness, disturbing a balance and imagined histories. Learning to listen to I self, my body's needs, putting my energy in the right places, keeping the eye on intricate journeys, seeing that the self is sacred and the sacred is the self. Affirmation of self-love. Affirm that I hold power and strength. Affirm I don't need anyone's words to validate myself. Affirm that this shame and internalized filth is not my fault. I can and I must deconstruct it. Affirm that मैं शक्तिशाली हूँ.